Hello everyone, happy Monday. I'm jumping back in here. Technology is being difficult today. So this is our second go at it. I wanted to jump in and go through this exciting topic. It's been on my heart for a while, and it's been something that I wanted to explore because I find there's a big mistake that people are making. A lot of people are jumping into health food stores or online, and they're buying random digestive enzymes in hopes that a digestive enzyme is going to get rid of whatever symptom they've got going on, whether it be constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating, pain, acid reflux, heartburn, GERD, Barrett's esophagus, all the things that come up with an angry gut. In fact, in our Facebook group, the Love Your Guts IBS support group, I often see people recommending to each other, you need to just go buy this digestive enzyme. It's going to change your life. And the truth is, I don't want you wasting any more money on random supplements. I want to teach you how to work off of data so that you know specifically what you need to be taking to support your individual body. All right, so we need to create a bio-individual plan for you and your gut, right? So there's no one supplement that is going to be perfect for everyone, and not every person needs digestive enzymes. Not every person needs probiotics even. And so that's why today I want to talk to you about acid reflux, heartburn, GERD, Barrett's esophagus, these types of conditions that especially shine a light on wanting to explore where our acid and or overall enzyme production is at. But if you are also just someone who is struggling with gut issues and you feel like you're not breaking down your foods, if you are pooping out whole foods and you're like, oh, there's the mushroom I had in my chili last night, this is also going to be for you. So let's first explore what we need to understand about enzymes in our gut. So our bodies produce several different digestive enzymes that help us to break down foods. They're kind of like little Pac-Man that help eat up and digest those foods so that we can absorb the nutrients from it. Now, to be clear, guys, our stomach is not meant to break down whole foods. So if you are a fast eater or you are a stressed person while you're eating, these are some things that are going to impact your body's ability to break down food that have nothing to do with your enzyme production. And so I really want you to be focusing on two simple things that can radically change how your stomach digests, and that is chewing your food. You want to be chewing 30 times per bite before you swallow. And then also actively staying calm and being present while you're eating so that you can be in a rest and digest state of mind, state of body, all the things, okay? This is what's going to help keep your body focused on resting and digesting instead of fleeing the scene from danger when we're in fight or flight, okay? Now, digestion really starts with the nose, believe it or not. As soon as we start smelling food, we will start to produce saliva in the mouth. And this is what stimulates the gut and says, hey, we're smelling the bacon and it's time to get producing enzymes because we're going to start eating soon. And so one of the things that is really helpful in helping to stimulate our gut is actually making your own meal. And so when we cook our own meals, we start to smell and then we start to stimulate that digestive process. Now, our digestive enzymes are more than just our stomach acid. And a lot of people get hyper-focused on stomach acid, especially those that are struggling with acid reflux, heartburn, Barrett's esophagus, because the doctors are hyper-focusing on that acid, and or there's very real pain going on for you that makes your mind go right to that discomfort. I remember this firsthand when I was suffering with H. pylori, and that created the most painful heartburn, acid reflux that was really quite debilitating. And I found myself continually feeling nauseous, but there was also a lack of hunger. But I kept actually eating small bits of food consistently throughout the day because I was so desperate to put out that fire. So I was relying a lot on even carbohydrates, whether it was crackers or breads or pastas, because I felt like if we could just mop up that acid feeling, I'll feel better. And so these are some things I want you guys to keep in mind. The interesting thing about acid is if you were to go to your doctor, there's a damn good chance that your doctor's told you you have too much stomach acid and we need to put you on some sort of proton pump inhibitor or antacid, some sort of medication for this. And the problem is that they don't do any testing to actually see if you have too much stomach acid. They're just going off of symptoms. But there are so many things that are working against us that cause a deficiency in enzyme production, not just acid production, that the chances of you having too much acid is almost impossible. Now, it's not impossible, it's almost impossible. In fact, of all the years of practice, we've had almost 1,000 people go through our Love and Trust Your Guts program. I've only ever worked with one person who was on the higher end of the spectrum in terms of acid production. So that is significant, guys. You have a greater chance of having too little stomach acid because stress, antibiotics, not drinking enough water, maybe too much coffee, not getting good quality sleep, eating the same foods all the time. I'm not sure if I said aging, but aging, travel, environmental toxins. These are all things that suppress your enzyme production. They actually suppress your body's ability to produce acid, enzymes, all of it. And so you have so many day-to-day stressors, there's a better chance that you have too little. Now, when you have too little stomach acid, what happens is your foods don't get broken down properly. They end up sitting in the gut, rotting and fermenting, and it creates this gas buildup. Now, that can translate in terms of symptoms into things like bloating. It can even create that acid reflux sensation because that bloat, that gas pressure, will push the valve open between your stomach and esophagus. And although you might not have enough acid or enzymes, there's still enough in there that when it splashes up on the esophagus, well, God, that burns. And so this is often why it gets misdiagnosed as too much acid. And this is also why testing is so important for you before making any bold decisions in terms of medications, enzymes, in terms of the supplement world, or doing anything to try to alter your acid or enzyme production, okay? We need to look at data. So this is where technology is being stubborn today. And I really want to be able to screen share and show you guys testing, show you guys what this looks like and how this translates. So I'm going to flip my screen and show you guys on my computer some examples. These are all, two of these are test results that came in from clients just last week. And one of these are actually my test results from about a year ago. And so you can see sort of the spectrum of where people can be sitting and the specific marker that you want to be looking for. This type of testing, guys, is something that we support our clients with inside the Love and Trust Your Guts program. Unfortunately, it's not something that your medical doctor will be able to provide you. These are more functional tests, and you're going to have to tap into the more holistic or functional world to be able to get these types of tests done. So let me show you here. I'm going to flip this screen. All right, let me bring you on down here. Welcome to my living room. So I'm going to show you here on this first page on the left side here. The specific number or marker that we look at is this elastase 1. Now, elastase 1 is such an incredible marker. This is the marker that helps us to see, is this individual producing enough acid, but overall enzymes, pancreatin enzymes. So your pancreas will produce enzymes like lipase for fats, protease for protein, and amylase for carbs. And so elastase is saying, hey, are we producing enough of these enzymes? Do we have enough stomach acid? And you can see this client, she submitted her test results last week, and the answer is heck no. There's not enough enzymes going on here. So obviously the labs mark this in as low. But from a functional standpoint, the lab will say anything under 2 or over 200 is fine. But from a functional standpoint, we actually need to see that number above 500. So you can see this client, she's only at 130. She has quite a ways to go. And this is the one type of example where supplementation of a digestive enzyme may actually be beneficial for this person. But this is the only time that we recommend supplementation, and even still sometimes that's not the route that we take. We always want to be understanding, why is this number low? The purpose of taking an enzyme would be to simply manage that symptom and help support her while we address the root causative factor. So this middle result here, this was actually my test result from a year ago, and this is about where we want to be. Now you can see I'm just above 500 at the time. So I've been working over the last year to get this number up a little bit higher, but overall my body was producing enough enzymes, which was really great to see. Okay. So a lot of our clients, most of our clients actually land in this range, believe it or not. Most of our clients have enough enzyme production. And so the question is, why do they have acid reflux, heartburn, Barrett's esophagus, constipation, diarrhea? Why are their gut symptoms? It's actually not very often that the enzyme is the issue. It's usually that there's a drainage pathway issue or underlying stealth infection present. So most of our clients don't need a supplement when it comes to digestive enzymes. 95% of our clients are not taking a digestive enzyme. Okay, guys? So in other words, save your money and stop buying these random supplements. We got to get to the root cause. Now, this is another example. This client just submitted these test results last week. This is a third client. And you can see here, her elastase number is over 2,000. The lab just said, you know what, we're going to stop counting and say this number was over 2,176. Now, this individual, she has really terrible acid reflux. She's got a lot of burning going on, and so she's feeling really scared to eat. She's not sure what to eat, so she's been living on just a few handful of foods when she first came into the program. And so we've been working on reintroduction of food and getting that pain level down. So she's just a couple weeks into the program, and she's already reintroduced foods, but seeing this number is what's actually helped her realize that she has more than enough stomach acid. She has enough enzymes, and it's not even that she has too much. There's a larger infection at play that we uncovered in her test results here that was actually impacting her esophagus, and that's what was causing her pain. So this is why we like to look at these numbers, guys, and elastase is the number one marker that we look at to get that data. So hopefully this is helpful for you to be able to see firsthand how a marker like this can make all the difference in getting you out of needing to guess and getting you out of trying random things, but being able to really help you get super targeted in your approach. And often what this allows you to do is get much deeper into the root of the issue so that you're not stuck above just hovering in enzyme and probiotic land. We're getting right down into root causes, stealth infection, drainage pathway issues, and going way beyond just managing that symptom. So if you haven't already, I want you to jump back to last week's live that we did. We talked all about symptom management versus root causative factors, getting to the root cause of your digestive issues. If you haven't watched it, I want you to check it out because it's going to be really helpful in understanding how you can make a difference and make your progress more long lasting and get to, again, the root cause of what's going on here so you're not managing this the rest of your life. And if you've got questions about what I was showing you today, I want you to let me know in the comments. But ultimately, if you're looking at this and you're like, I want this data for myself, reach out to us and we can definitely talk about getting you some support inside our Love and Trust Your Guts program. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.